Hi, I'm Donald Osborne, CEO of Audrain LLC. I'm here in the Audrain Automobile Museum in Newport, Rhode Island, in the middle of our exhibition, From the Past to the Present, Power and Speed with Style. I'm here with a pair of very interesting cars, a 2017 Shelby Super Snake and a 1965 Shelby GT350. It's a really interesting thing to consider the impact that Carroll Shelby has had on American cars for decades. He was a legendary race car driver, constructor, and advisor to companies including Ford and later Chrysler. And through his legacy, the Mustang became one of the most important performance cars of all time. The Shelby Super Snake of 2017 is an homage to the legendary 1967 Shelby Super Snake, a one-off GT500. Carroll Shelby was asked by Goodyear Tire to help promote their line of discount tires called the Thunderbolt, which was a tire designed for maximum durability. How best to prove durability? Well, why not put the engine from a Ford GT40 Mark II into a Mustang GT350 and run it for 500 miles as fast as you could? They did, and at the end of those 500 miles, with an average speed of 142 miles per hour, there was 97% of the tread life left. It's a sign of the progression and performance that original Super Snake made 550 horsepower, which was conceived as an amazing amount of power for a car this size. Our 2017 Shelby Super Snake, from the showroom floor, makes 750 horsepower with 700 pound-feet of torque. That's absolutely astonishing. There was a time not long ago when none of us could imagine that after the performance holy days of the 1970s, that we'd ever be able to buy a car with 300 horsepower. But now, 550 horsepower seems to be the entry level for a performance car these days. And a car like this one delivers the kind of performance that you would not get on a racetrack to anyone who comes in off the street to buy it. It's an extraordinary car, but it's not just about power. It's about very sophisticated suspension and handling to match that power. And speaking of the DNA of a car and a manufacturer, let's go back to the granddaddy of them all. The 1965 Shelby GT350. Shelby and his incredibly talented team at Shelby American, led by the great Phil Remington, took the humble Mustang, based on the Ford Falcon economy car, and turned it into a world-beating GT and race car. The Shelby GT350 is not just an attractive Mustang fastback in white and blue livery. It is a very specially built car for performance. It's got a Ford 289 V8 engine in it, and it makes 306 horsepower, which is quite substantial for the day. The Shelby American engineers took the Mustang, modified the suspension heavily, changed the camber of the front wheels, added a 1-inch sway bar in the front, put in very stiff adjustable Koni shocks, the special American racing wheels, and also lightened up the steering and made it quicker by 14%. This is a car that is really designed to be driven, to exploit all the power it has. And they even put a cross brace in the engine compartment underneath the fiberglass hood, there to save weight, to add to the torsional stiffness of the car to make it even better when you're driving it. And driving one of these cars is what it's all about. There's a very good reason why these cars were so incredibly successful on the racetrack and as fun personal drivers, because they exploited every bit of the possibilities inherent in the Mustang shell in a way that the Ford engineers designing a car for production can only dream of. These cars are amazing, and you see on this example, which is extremely well restored, details down to the blue dot tires. The blue dot tires were rated to 130 miles per hour. That gives you an idea of the capability of the performance of this car, which, in fact, in track form, could easily exceed 140, 145 miles per hour. These are astonishing cars, and today made the legend of Mustang performance that lives to 2017 and beyond in the Shelbys.